physical therapy to improve the function, and makeup camouflaging to hide the scars. Most of the victims being young, they would have discontinued their education or job due to prolonged medical treatment. Hence, this is one of its kind of camp, probably to my knowledge of 40 years medical profession. I think this is the first of its camp in the whole of India, probably whole of globe. We have organizations to help these unfortunate people in education and continue their career and job opportunities. And there are institutions like our SRM to help in developing, giving training and developing their skill. And there's going to be separate classes for stress relaxation with the help of our social psychological counseling to make an effort to make these patients independent at least in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would now request the person who...
I was fortunate to get timely help and medical treatment, but many are left abandoned by family and society to suffer alone in darkness. I wanted to help them in whatever possible way I could, and thus Atijeevan came into existence. Some 4 years back, I started Atijeevan with a motive to rehabilitate all my fellow burn survivors. Atijeevan, with help and support of several individuals and NGOs, has been able to regenerate lives of more than 100 acid attack survivors so far. Atijeevan's key focus area includes facilitating reconstructive surgeries and non-surgical cosmetic procedures, counseling survivors and best possible personalized treatment, empowering survivors by educational and vocational training, and organizing exhibitions for selling products made by acid attack survivors. On occasion of World Plastic Surgery Day, this burns camp is one honest attempt to provide best medical care to all the acid attack and burn survivors who have come from all parts of the country to join us. I understand the importance of right surgery at the right time in amending the lives of burn survivors, and there could be no better way to provide free of cost surgery to them by most renowned doctors in the country. I am highly indebted to SIMS and especially Dr. Sridhar, who has incepted the idea of a burn camp, and due to his guidance and conviction, this event is a reality today. I would also like to thank our main sponsors, Mir Foundation and Amar Ujala Foundation, who have generously come forward to fund the subsidized surgeries cost. I would like to thank Smith & Nephew for providing specialized burn medicines free of cost for the event and throughout. We also have a good collaboration with Smith & Nephew, and we have been getting volunteers from past 2 years. Raja from Smith & Nephew and Nishant, who has been always motivating me to, do something more for burn patients. I also take this opportunity to thank Diva Clinic, who has been performing hair transplant to acid attack patients for past 5 years now, and Skinovita of doing their laser treatment. Last but not the least, I would also like to thank all the countless volunteers who have been selflessly working to assist in organizing this event and making it a reality. I sincerely pray and hope that Burns Camp turns out to be a spark in the lives of survivors that changes their lives for better. Thank you.
Of all this larger ocean, I'm also a smaller drop. I belong to Agin Smiles. It's a private limited company, but we also have a foundation. Forget the taglines, we believe in humanity, and we believe that business survives only when there's a lot of humanity and humanism served in the right proportions. So with every corporate step we take, with every business step we take, we also ensure that there's a larger society which is benefited. And I have always admired the strength, grit and perseverance of you beautiful survivors. And recently, which is 1.5 years back, we had the Agin Smiles Ambassador Awards. A.R. Rahman is our Global Goodwill Ambassador. Dr. Ratan Tata, N.R. Narayanamurthy, and many others gathered support. And we had one acid attack survivor who represented your larger lot, and she is our Adding Smiles ambassador today. So in the journey, we identified people with soft skills, people with skills which would enhance life, professional skills, brought them together, connected to corporates. That's my job, that's my business, and I'm proud of it. I'm into the business of corporate social responsibility. Adding Smiles is into CSR, and Adding Leaders is into top leadership. And you guys, if you could hold on pain so much and handle your life so elegantly, I think you guys are a huge lesson for all of us. And a huge kudos to Pragya, who maintains a very humble stand and a very placid appearance and approach to life, despite all the trauma she's gone through. There are two differences, there are only two kinds of people in life. One who go through it and one who get out of it and pull a lot of people along with him. Pragya belongs to the latter kind. She faced an enormous, a huge sin was cast upon her, which is an acid attack. She survived, she fought, she could have come out beautifully. But today, she's not just come out beautifully, but she's a ray of hope. And she's gathered and helped more than 100 acid attack survivors to have better lives. Now that is a larger journey. That is a larger cause of uniting a lot of minds, uniting a lot of beautiful people together and noble souls and trying to make a difference. And I think all of us should vouch to do a little part. This could be in few ways. One is to employ a survivor, a fighter, and make them a winner. So we should improve our employability. Two is to give a voice to the most important things in life, is to share their stories, to teach you, the men and children in your family, the importance of not causing pain to others, the importance of empathy and the importance of being human. With those lessons and stories, you have to explain the trauma faced by these acid attack survivors to even the children, to everyone around you. It's by spreading the story, it's by empathizing and giving opportunities that things could change. I would like to thank Pragya for making me join her her beautiful journey. I would like to thank SIMS Hospitals. I would like to thank Mr. Ravi Pachamuthu for taking a very noble step. I would like to thank all of you all for being with us and making a beautiful morning. We have a long way to go, and thank you all.
Very big problem for any parent. But because of the encouragement of my parents, I could take up medicine, and here I am today doing whatever little bit I could in the form of reconstructive surgery. I have to thank very many people in my life for having encouraged me and allowed me to do what I could. Burns is something, even the word itself brings in shudders in any one of us. So when you think of the acid burns, it's just very difficult to understand, or definitely very difficult to see what sort of an agony the patient must be undergoing. But life has to continue. We as plastic surgeons are here to help you. We definitely want to reconstruct. We definitely want to help you. And there are other people, the whole team, the whole system which Sridhar has so beautifully organized. With all that, I think you people can find some meaning in life. The acid burn victims, I would say. The worst thing is, why we are still having the sale of acid in the country. It's supposed to be banned, but still people are getting it. Why? And the second thing is, why people have so much of a hatred that they want to harm another individual. This is something I feel right from the childhood, right from the school age, we have to tell people, we have to tell those children that please don't develop this hatred towards anyone. Anyone anyone who gets angry, if they can just stop and count up to, I won't even say 10, just 5, I'm sure the anger would go down. Why can't we do this? Why can't we tell the children? Why can't we tell people that please, please, don't get angry, don't hate anyone. This should be something which I feel must be inculcated in every individual. I don't want to give more amount of advice or suggestions about anything. All I can say is, I'm very happy to have participated in today's function. Plastic Surgery Day. I really wish I could also do something. I'm prepared to do any number of cases, but I don't think it's going to be possible on a Saturday. I thank the entire group of SIMS Hospital for having organized this one.
ஒரு சர்வீஸ் செய்யறதுக்கும் ஒரு கேபிட்டல் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் எல்லாமே தேவைப்படுது. அதை தான் நம்ம வந்து மக்கள்கிட்ட வாங்கி திருப்பி மக்களுக்கு அது முறையாக சேவை சென்றடையணும்னு செய்கிறோம். அதுலேயும் அப்பா ஒரு வாசகம் எழுதியிருப்பாங்க, கொடுத்துப்பார் கொடுக்கின்ற இன்பம் தெரியும்னு கட்சி ஆஃபீஸ் எழுதியிருப்பார். அதை வந்து நிறைய பேர் வந்து படிச்சுட்டு சொல்லுவாங்க, ஐயா எழுதியிருக்கிறாங்கன்னு. அது எத்தனை பேர் உணர்ந்து சொல்கிறாங்கன்னு தெரியல. அது உள்ளத்தால் இருந்து எழுதின எழுத்துக்கள். அதனால் எங்கள் குடும்பத்தை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் இந்த சர்வீஸுங்கிறது இன்ஹெரிட்டன்ஸ் கண்டினியூஸாக ஃபேமிலியில் வந்துகிட்டே இருக்கிறது. அப்படி இருக்கும்போது சிம்ஸில் எத்தனையோ செயல்கள் சேரும். அதாவது சர்ஜரி, இன்னைக்கு சிம்ஸை பற்றி பேசணும்னா நம்ம இன்றைக்கெல்லாம் பேசலாம். ஏன்னா நம்மக்கிட்ட இருக்கிற டாக்டர்ஸ் வந்து ஒவ்வொரு துறையிலையும் சிறப்பான டாக்டர் இருக்காங்க. நீங்கள் பேரை சொல்லுங்கள், அந்த துறையில் நமக்கு வல்லுநர்கள் இருக்கிறாங்க. அதில் வந்து சந்தேகம் இல்லை. இந்த 4 வருஷத்தில் சிம்ஸ் இவ்வளோ பெரிய அச்சீவ்மெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்குன்னா அதுக்கு மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் மட்டும் காரணம் இல்லை, டாக்டர்ஸ் எல்லோரும் தான் காரணம். டாக்டர்ஸ் மட்டும் அந்த டாக்டர்ஸ் டெக்னீஷியன் மேலேருந்து கீழே இருக்கிற கடைநிலை தொழிலாளி வரைக்கும் அத்தனை பேரும் காரணம். அப்படி இருக்கும்போது இதில் என்ன ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டி? ரைட், நமக்கு இந்த பிளாஸ்டிக் சர்ஜரி யூனிட் எடுத்துக்கிட்டிங்கன்னா எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு நம்ம டாக்டர்ஸ் சொன்ன வகையில், நான் கேள்விப்பட்ட வகையில் ஸ்பெஷல் டப் இருக்குது, ஸ்பெஷல் கேர் எடுக்கிற டாக்டர் இருக்கிறாங்க. இன்றைக்கி டாக்டர் ஸ்ரீதர் வந்து அவரே இங்கே சீனியர், அவருக்கு சீனியர் அந்த அம்மா டாக்டர் நிர்மலா சுப்ரமணியத்தை கூட்டிகிட்டு வந்திருக்காங்க. அவங்க எக்ஸ்பர்டீஸ், அவங்க கூட கைடன்ஸ் இருக்கிறாங்க. இதை விட நமக்கு என்ன வேணும்? அதான் அவங்க பேசும்போது உள்ளத்துலேருந்து பேசினாங்க, உதட்ட அளவில் பேசலை. இது எப்படி டீப் ஃப்ரம் தி ஹார்ட் ஷீ ஸ்போக் வெரி வெல். அது உண்மையிலேயே எனக்கு கேட்கும்போது ஒரு சந்தோஷத்தையும் ஆனந்தத்தையும் கொடுக்குது. இதுக்கு எல்லாத்துக்கும் மேலே ஒரு மகுடம் சூட்டுற வகையில் பிரயாக் சிங் அவர்கள் பாதிக்கப்பட்டவர் அப்படின்ற போது அவங்க ஒரு பிரச்சனைன்னு வந்தால் எல்லாருமே பாதித்த உடனே உள்ளே போய் உட்காந்துக்கணும்னு நினைப்பாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி என்ன இல்லாமல் அவங்க வந்து நான் கஷ்டப்பட்டாலும் இன்னும் மற்றவங்களை எப்படி நான் மேலே கொண்டு வர்றேன், ஹவ் ஐ வில் பிரிங் அதர்ஸ் டு தி லெவல், அது உண்மையிலேயே பாராட்டத்தக்கது. என்னால் முடிஞ்சால் அவங்களுக்கு என்ன எப்பவுமே வந்து நடக்கலாம். நிறைய சிஎஸ்ஆர் ஃபண்ட்ஸ் நம்மகிட்ட இருக்குது. ஸோ நாங்கள் வந்து சிமெண்ட் ஃபேக்ட்ரி, டிரான்ஸ்போர்ட், ஹோட்டல்ஸ் வச்சுருக்கோம். என்னால் முடிஞ்சதை அவங்களுக்கு செய்ய நான் கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கிறேன். நிச்சயமாக சந்தோஷமாக செய்வேன். உங்களோட இந்த நேரத்தை பகிர்ந்துக்கல ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். பேச வாய்ப்புகளுக்கு நன்றி.